Alright, what's up guys, NateGould here. I'm going to do a little short video. I'm going to call this the great question, what came first, the default or the exec? A lot of people have been asking about me putting in like my mindset on how I set up strats and how I make decisions and things like that. And so one thing I do, I'm starting a new team. We have our first practice today. Sorry, there's something in my eye. And so I came up with new strats. We got 5 executives and five executions and 4 defaults. And the reason why I have 4 defaults is I like to have, if I have the information and I just want to hit A, then I want to default so that I'm set up to, I want to default so this way I have enough control to help me with A. So my default for that is that my 2 entry fraggers, come on, flash into here. And basically one's just going to hold if they try to peek, and one's just going to hold dodge flash out here. So he's watching their back for aggression just in case someone sneaks through, and he's also dodging a flash because if they flash in here, he won't see it, but why stare at the wall where if he looks this way, he probably won't get flashed anyways. And then I'll have a guy in squeaky. I'm going to have my op back here holding for B. That's a great line. And then I'm going to have a guy here actually behind here. It's not letting me do the dot where I want it. Watching for boost in mid main, and this guy here is going to be doing the 5-second rule, so he's going to count to 5, peek boost, count to 5, make sure no one's here, count to 5, peek boost, and during those 5 seconds he just hides there. And what this does is if a guy comes up boost and my guy here is doing the 5-second rule, he doesn't see him, but so my this guy hits 5 and turns here, and then it goes 1 2 3 4 5, peeks here, this guy doesn't see him and he's looking to go this way, free kill. So because he has to watch 2 angles, I have him doing the 5-second rule so he's not exposed to more at once, but also if a player does sneak through during that 5 seconds, it can't get anywhere. So if a guy comes here, he'll get opt. If a guy comes this way, he'll fall within that 5-second rule because all the time here, and if a guy comes this way and drops, this person can deal with him, or he can deal with him, or at least give me the information that he's here so I can turn around and hold the headshot angle on him. So that's basically how I'm going to set up for A. And the reason why I'm going to do that is if I set up a different default where no one's in A main, we got 2B, 1 mid watching this, 1 boost, and 1 here, and then they flash, because some teams, which is a good idea, they'll just counter flash A main every round. They'll throw smoke and counter flash. And what that does is it trains the T's to think nothing of it. Oh, no one's in there, they're just flashing, Then one time they flash a guy in, you think nothing of it. And so then you go to walk in A late because your default didn't have A main control, and this guy gets a double and just kind of like fumbles your plan. So initially I want the A main control because my goal is to go A. Now 2 people could push, Desire can kill him, this guy could rotate out and help him, and we could just like, alright, let's just go, take mid late and go B. But my initial plan is to go A, so I'm going to go A. So in this case, the default's going to come first. So that this way, when I have everything I need, like when I'm ready to do everything, I have the map control that I want. Because I throw smoke back here, so all I do is fall back. They're only responsible for smoking highway. And then this guy here falls and smokes cat, and I smoke here. So we'll have all these smoked off, and everyone, I go right back squeaky. We boost up our flank, and everyone's set where they need to set, and we have all the map control. All we have to do, the mid guy has to wait a little bit because he doesn't know where they are mid exactly. But as far as the execution goes, we have full control of everything we need to get started. We got our mollies in here, flash out so I can clear here. And then all we have to do is worry about right here. And this is even, so this is smoke. So all we have to do is worry about this small little area for 3 guys to take. Op can hold the push, plan for A main, hold the long range angles. We're set, right? So when I do set up an execution, I set up a default for it first. So the first thing you need is where you want to go. Second thing you need is your default to take the control that you want. And then the third thing you need is the actual execution. And we also have variation where if there's an op, we smoke that, molly there, nade here, spam a little bit. Same shit pretty much. Pretty standard, right? The execution is pretty standard. It's the one everyone does. But it's getting there that's a little bit different. And this is just how I do it. I just think this is the best way because I still have map presence. So if someone pushes through here, I still have control. I'm not getting flanked. And I'm not putting a crazy amount of presence here or here. Just because I'm not worried about picks there. My plan is to get an execution. So if we put this as a good time I would use this is, it's round 4, right? It's our first gun round. I want to go A. I want to go A because maybe we died B twice and we gave them 10 kills. So I'm assuming this is where the money is. So I'm going to guess that the op is here, right? Or the op's mid. I'm going to say that it's not here because they didn't get the kills. They're probably holding on the umps for sight. And I'm hoping, right? It's obviously a gamble. But I'm going to guess that wherever the money is where the ops are going to go. It's going to either be mid to hold because this is like the main point of contention. Or it's B because this is where all the kills were. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up to go A. But I still want to make sure they're not going to do anything aggressive because they could have kept these SMGs, flashed in and pushed. And then he gets one and then we know they're there. They fall back, whatever. So now now I know our flank is clear. And we're safe to do the execute. And we have everything mollied off. Even if there's an op here, we probably lose one guy throwing the mollies, then he's out in the site and it's over. But I don't want to give away early picks because in the situation where I'm doing this, where I'm defaulting A instead of just doing a normal default for map control and to push them back B, is because I want 5 guys alive, but I want to make sure we don't get flanked. So I'm playing it safe, but not too safe, as in stupid. Like I'm not playing it so safe that we're just hiding, waiting to throw our smoke. So I'm making sure that we're not getting flanked and aggression's punished, but we're going to keep everyone alive so we can have a nice, easy execute. And so that's pretty much it. I have a default for B, I have a default for A, I have a regular default, and I have a mid default. So that this way, and the reason why I do it that way is if I know I want to go B, or I know I want mid control, all I have to do is say take mid control. There's a default for that. There's a default way we do that scenario. And so that's why I set up a bunch of different defaults, because I have them all written down and I don't have to repeat them. All I have to do is copy and paste everything out of this notepad and send it to everyone, or send them the notepad, whatever. And then they can read before the matches, before practice, what the default is. So this way I can just say, all right, we're in our practice. Let's just practice just take mid control. They know what it is. We have a default strat for that. If something changes and there's a variation, then I can add to it, but they know what the basis is. So it kind of puts us all on the same page. And that's pretty much it. That's how I do my strats. I'm not saying I'm right. This whole series is opinionated. This is just what I think is the best way to do it. It makes the most sense to me because I have a plan, and if the plan changes, it changes. But at least I have everyone on the same page to start. And then if we have to do variations mid-round, that's fine. At least we know what's going on. It's not so chaotic, and I'm not spending 15 minutes of every round like, all right, I want to go A, so like this time let's go A main, and I want you two to go A main. I have this scenario set up, and I'm ready to do it. If I'm going to do something crazy like a walk B or something like that, I'll probably pause and take the time to explain it. But now I have 4 defaults, and so I have 9 scenarios already set up. 9 different things I can do that are already predetermined, and I don't have to explain to them. All I have to do is say B fake to split A, or B fake to A split, B split, A split, B execute, A execute. If I say A execute, we're going to do an A default. If I say B execute, we're going to do a B default. So I'm already kind of set, and that's kind of why I do it that way. It's so that everyone has a little bit more information, and it cuts down on the micromanaging a little bit. I don't have to worry about going through all these different kind of steps. I drill it in practice, so it's already predetermined and kind of set. So this is just a short video, but I was doing my strats today. I'm writing everything out for practice. It's actually not that short of a video. It's 9 minutes. I apologize. I want it to be like 5, but hopefully this helps you guys. If it does, like, comment, subscribe, and come out with our demo review probably tomorrow or Monday. So stick around, wait for that, and thanks for watching.